Chris Mallow?
You got it.
Chris Mallow is here, Director of Standard Products at Watlow. Also, Don Poole is here, Executive Vice President of Ranken Tech College. They're talking about the fact that, what's the headline here? You need qualified, skilled workers for manufacturing jobs here in St. Louis.
Yeah, I think there's a shortage, not only in St. Louis, but I think across the country of these skilled workers that manufacturers need to be successful.
Yeah. So we talked about the kid who graduates from high school. What about the 40-year-old that was downsized, outsized, retail, wholesale, right, whatever else? What about that worker? Do you have a place for that worker at Watlow?
Well, I think, it depends on that individual, obviously, but we do hire people at the operator level. So our entry-level position really have no experience, and we will train them. And some people have come in under those circumstances, and they use it as a kind of a gateway to success down the road. So once they get in, we get to know them, tuition reimbursement. We have a really in-depth approach to advancing people's career. So people can start on the shop floor with no experience, high school diploma, and they will, I think, be given a chance to right. advance.
Because the skills they have in other jobs might not translate directly, but the people skills, the human skills, right, all of those other things are still very viable even in a manufacturing plant, I would think.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, Don mentioned earlier, part of it is the technical skills, but there is a whole other set of skills that we're looking for in terms of their ability to work in a team environment. Everything is in a team environment. They have to work well. They have to be professional. We want people who are engaged right. in their work and can help us solve problems on the shop floor to make the operations better.
Yeah. What about somebody who's midlife who gets downsized? Is there a place in Ranken Tech for them?
Absolutely. We service, of course, those students right out of high school, a couple years out of high school, wanting to get into a technical career that really have no idea what a technical career is. Mm-hmm. We also address those advancing in technical careers. We've got evening programs for those that have a skill, but maybe they want to get to a higher skill. So they know machining, but now they want to learn computer numerical controlled machining or robotics. And then we also address customized workforce development. So Watlow can come to us and say, we've got this workforce, we really want them to advance. We'll create a customized workforce program for them and train those people as well.
So you're saying Ranken Tech has computer classes?
We have lots of computer classes. We range from computer technology, architecture, welding, machinist, carpentry, welding. If it ends in a technical career, we do it. Mm-hmm. The caveat is it has to end in a technical career.
Right.
And we address it.
Yeah. Salaries. What are we talking about salary-wise here?
So it really depends upon the program you're going through, but average, you're looking at about $35,000 to $40,000 upon graduation after typically a 2-year program. So it's a great return on investment. And again, you're looking at those people that have robotics and instrumentation, process control, right. a little bit higher than some of the other careers, yeah. but it ranges.
Explain how this works, because we're getting a lot of texts on the text line about middle-aged people who are looking to grow, right? They're stuck in their job. They're looking to grow. They're looking for a change. Does it take 2 years at Ranken Tech to work at Watlow, or how does that work? Talk to somebody how this might work if they're looking
variable.
To make this switch.
It depends upon where they want to go at Watlow. Do they want to be at the entry level, or do they want to raise? We have a program at Ranken right now where students can start at Ranken. They can start working with Watlow, as Chris said, in an internship position, more or less an apprenticeship program where they're going to school and working at the same time. And by the time they graduate, they've already got years of experience and income right. under their belt.
Yeah. Talk about the people who are retiring. You said the baby boomers are retiring. That's not the 21-year-old who's going to Ranken Tech. Who are you looking for to sort of fill those, for lack of a better word, senior positions?
Yeah, I think the challenge is, I think we had one group that the young guy was 58. And so that was a real challenge right. because they have this unbelievable depth of knowledge.
Right, institutional memory.
Yeah, they really understand everything about the culture and the products and everything we're trying to do. So it is a real challenge to fill that. So we have been really trying to work and try to get ahead. And so we are trying to get younger people coming out of school, coming out of a Ranken, and try to partner them with people we know who are going to be retiring at some point in the future. We do not want these people to retire. We wish they would continue to work because they bring so much value, but we know that they're going to take this next step
sure.
in their life. And so we are trying to pair them up with people who have some experience or limited experience to try to transfer that knowledge before they go into that next phase of their life.
When you talk to other business owners, other manufacturers here in town, and you sit around, you're having a soda, and you're lamenting the world out there, what's the conversation you guys are having within yourself among other industries similar to yours?
I think the problem is similar, so we're all facing the same challenge. And then I think we don't want to sit around and complain about it. We want to go out and try to proactively manage the situation. And that's what I would say over this last 6-year time frame, we've really been trying to go from a reactive perspective to a much more proactive position. And part of what we were doing is that's kind of what started the partnership with Ranken, and we've expanded it beyond that. But yeah, it's important to try, I think, to get ahead of it and not let it try to control you. You try to control the situation.
Because you can't survive. Watlow can't survive and grow and thrive unless you've got qualified workers.
That's right. We are limiting our growth because we don't have the workers we need right now.
Yeah.
And it's hard to attract new industry into the St. Louis area if qualified workforce isn't there. If there's not skilled people in the area, we're going to have a hard time attracting industry.
So someone is a freshman, sophomore, junior in high school. What would you tell them?
Come to Ranken. Of course, ranken.edu, www.ranken.edu is a place to go. But we have lots of programs that even reach into the middle schools. We've got summer camps for middle school kids to at least introduce what technical careers are all about and what STEM careers are all about. So we've got lots of opportunities out there for middle schoolers all the way through, as you said, high schoolers. Do
you have any people who graduate from a 4-year university, WashU, SLU, UMSL, and then go to Ranken?
We do. We find that we see quite a few students go out there. They earn that high-skilled degree, and then they can't find a job.
Right.
So they come and get reskilled at Ranken to get a skill set that will allow them to go into a technical career. We're seeing more and more transfer students do that.
Yeah,
I think we're trying to advocate that there are other paths besides the high school 4-year degree. That's not the only path to success going forward. There are alternatives. Ranken is an alternative, and it can lead to a very fulfilling career.
Yeah. So Watlow is a career path. It's a job. It's a career. It's not just a job.
That's right. We want people to understand what their purpose and what their mission is beyond just coming to work and making a product. How are they impacting the community with the work that they do at Watlow?
Yeah. You don't care, men, woman, color, skin, where they're from.
No.
Where they. I mean, you need qualified bodies.
Right. We have really done, as the available pool has shrunk, we have started to reach out to much different labor pools than we have in the past. So we have worked with organizations that say transition young adults with autism into the workplace. And that was not a place we would go in the past. And we've had a lot of success working with those kind of organizations to bring people into Watlow.
Right, yeah.
You bring up a great point there, McGraw.
As usual.
As usual.
Way better than Farmer Dave.
There's a lot of opportunities for females in technical careers.
Yeah.
We hear it all the time that attention to detail, females, they're looking for more females.
It's not
careers.
The coal stack, wood burning factory anymore, right? It's a technical world. And every time I talk to a business owner, whether it's a big business, small business, they say, McGraw, we are dying for workers. And so you say that story on the air, and then I get yelled at, I get emails, what are you talking about? So the last question for you. There are people out here who are listening to the show who are dying for information. Where do they go to get a hold of Ranken? Where do they go to get a hold of Watlow?
For Ranken, it's hit the website. That's the best way. It's got all the phone numbers there. Ranken.edu, RANKEN.edu.
All right. And what about Watlow?
I think Watlow.com, www.watlow.com.
Watlow.com.
Yep.
Pass a drug test, put on a suit and tie, Watlow.com or Ranken.edu.
Absolutely.
Chris Malot, Director of Standard Products at Watlow, and Don, thanks for coming in. Good stuff.